Now, streaming live, this is KSLA News Now.
Well, thank you for joining us. You're watching KSLA News Now at 9. I'm Jeff Horchak. Our top stories tonight, a scary moments inside of an Arklatex bus station when a man locked himself in a bathroom to escape an armed teenager. SPD is looking for this 14-year-old. His name is DeMichael Johnson. Now, he's accused of opening fire at the Shreveport Sportran hub back in December. The victim says he hid in a restroom after an encounter with Johnson. That's when Johnson reportedly started a countdown and then fired several shots into the door. Thankfully, no one was hurt. He faces charges including attempted second-degree homicide and illegal possession and use of a firearm. We have new information on our crime tracker tonight. Police have released the identity of a victim and a suspect in a deadly shooting. According to police, 26-year-old Deshaun Compton was found dead in a home on North Cedar Street in Hope, Arkansas. The man on your screen, Jacoby Martin of Hope, was arrested and then charged with second-degree murder. The investigation is ongoing. And 2 people were shot by federal agents in Portland, Oregon. The Portland Police Bureau said in a statement. The Department of Homeland Security says immigration officers approached a vehicle to detain a man believed to be involved in a recent shooting. When agents identified themselves, the driver allegedly tried to run them over with the vehicle. An agent opened fire on the vehicle before the driver fled the scene.
Good evening, everyone. Of course, I'm very concerned about the events that have transpired here today. We are here from the District Attorney's Office to monitor, to assist, and to make sure that there's a thorough and complete investigation, that evidence is fully preserved, and that we're certainly hoping that we can get all of the facts about what transpired here today, and we will work to update the public as we go forward and get more information.
The Homeland Security says a passenger in the vehicle was a member of a Venezuelan gang, but that has not been independently verified. The FBI confirms it's investigating the shooting. In a developing story, Louisiana Attorney General Liz Murrill is releasing the DeSoto Parish School Board from a 1967 desegregation order. Now, the nearly 60-year-old order comes from a closed lawsuit where the Department of Justice sued the DeSoto Parish School Board for keeping schools segregated for 10 years after the Supreme Court removed segregation nationwide in 1957. Now in 2026, Attorney General Murrill says the order forces you to be racially conscious and take race into account for things like teacher and student assignments, among other things. Its removal gives the DeSoto Parish School Board more control of their decisions.
All these cases originated in the 60s. Then you have kind of a different situation 60 years later where those orders are now forcing people to make racially conscious decisions, and which would ordinarily violate the Equal Protection Clause.
Attorney General Murrill says they recently removed orders in Plaquemines Parish and are working on Concordia Parish. Now, coming up tonight, we'll have more on the DeSoto Parish School Board, what they say and how viewers are responding. Well, Texarkana College and Texas A&M University are teaming up to make college more affordable for local students. The schools announced the Texarkana Promise Program, a last dollar scholarship. It's designed to cover tuition for qualifying students. Now, the program provides funding through the completion of an associate degree or up to 60. Officials actually say that the initiative was created to address low educational attainment in the region and then boost economic development. Now, local business leaders are donating to make sure the program stays going and showing their commitment to higher education.
The fact that our foundations, which represent the businessmen and professionals in our region, were willing, and business people were willing to donate money to help make this possible, helps to show that the value that they place on higher education and the importance of a college education in the ongoing economic development of our region. So,
the Promise program will begin in the fall of this year. Well, looking ahead, the IRS will start accepting tax returns on January 26th. That could actually get you a refund faster if you're due one. If you owe or don't need your refund right away, you've still got until April 15th to file. It's worth it to be a little extra diligent this year, though. There have been some changes to the tax code, and there's a good chance at least one of them will affect you.
And we're looking quiet out there tonight, but that will likely change tomorrow as we do have some storms on the way. Some of those could be severe. I'll have the details next.
Now, KSLA First Alert Weather.
And let's take a look at this next weather maker heading our direction here tomorrow afternoon and evening. This is a strong cold front, and as that front comes into the area, it is going to bring us that potential for some strong to severe storms. Some of these likely will be severe. The cool down comes behind that front, though. Once the front comes through the area, that's when the temperatures really start to drop. We're talking temperatures into the 50s as we head into this upcoming weekend. So pretty big temperature drop. Here's a look at future track. We'll take you from this evening through the overnight hours. A lot of cloud cover across the area, and then we get into tomorrow morning, still cloudy skies. Not a whole lot going on, though, as far as storm chances through the first half of the day. But as we get into tomorrow evening, here comes those storms. You can see them coming in from portions of East Texas there by the later afternoon, and those likely will pack a punch. We could see some damaging winds, maybe some hail, maybe an isolated tornado or two. That is a possibility, especially here in our southeastern parishes, say down around Natchitoches, so we'll keep an eye on that. Those storms will go through the late night hours, and then this should begin to move out as we get into our Saturday. Here's a look at that storm threat for Friday evening. We're talking mainly our southeastern parishes. That's under a slight risk there, level 2 on the scale. And as far as the threats, mainly damaging winds, could see some smaller hail, but I think wind's going to be the big concern, heavy rainfall, and again, that small chance of an isolated tornado. Overnight lows tonight in the mid-60s. It's going to be a pretty warm night for areas along and south of I-20. If you go northbound, though, quite a bit colder up in portions of McCurtain County back into southwestern Arkansas with overnight temps in the mid-40s there. Then for tomorrow, going to be a fairly stormy day, but temperatures still make it into the mid-70s. And again, storm chances probably hold off until after 4 p.m. I think most of the day will end up on the dry side. Here's that 7-day forecast. Tomorrow is a first alert weather day, 73 for the high. Then the cold front moves in. Temperatures will crash behind it. 56 on Saturday, 59 on Sunday. And then looking ahead, we're back in the 60s by Tuesday, Wednesday, but overnight temperatures will be in the 30s by the weekend.
It's going to be cool again this weekend.
Big drop in temperatures heading our way.
It's always changing. Thank you so much, Matt. And thank you for joining us tonight at 9. Join us right here for our next newscast at 10. And make sure you download the KSLA app you see right there for the latest on news, weather, and sports. We'll see you at 10.